Every day, ordinary people are taken by strangers while going about their normal routines. My hope is that maybe we can put our heads together and give their family some closure, or at least figure out who or what took them away. Always pay attention to your surroundings and be safe. Number 12. The Stranger. This video was recorded on a home surveillance camera in June of 2017. A woman in Sylmar, California, has a short conversation with someone she doesn't know very well and starts to walk away, but the man she was talking with decides that their interaction is not over just yet. He stomps over to her and grabs her by the hair from behind. Then he forcefully pushes her into his van. She tries to get out, and he pushes her back in even harder and then takes off. There's also someone in the passenger seat who barely moves while all of this is going on. What's most surprising is that this all occurred in the middle of the day, which goes to show that these kinds of things can happen to you or me at any time. Police have no idea who any of these people are, not even the victim, and they are asking for your help. Please call the number in the description if anybody in these videos looks familiar. Number 11. Bride taking. The practice of bride taking happens all too often in certain areas of Russia, where unlucky young girls are taken off of the street and forced into marriage. Here you see a 16-year-old girl walking home from school when a man suddenly grabs her from behind and throws her to the ground. It looks as though a woman in red is about to put a stop to this, but she picks the girl up and helps toss her into the getaway vehicle instead. The authorities were able to eventually track all of them back to an apartment where they were planning to force her to marry a third person. Exactly how they all knew each other remains a mystery to this day. Number 10. The Impossible Plane. A person is filming a strange aircraft outside of their home as it performs mysterious maneuvers that they've never seen before.
Steady speed, drop down, now he's dropping.
There's not a single cloud in the sky, yet the airplane appears to be blinking in and out of existence. It completely disappears after a while and never returns. What strikes me as odd is the sheer number of comments from YouTubers who claim that they were searching for the exact same thing after they had seen it flying around their home. Everything from UFOs to new cloaking technology has been suggested. I'll leave you with a different video of the same type of plane, this time taken years later. There are tons of these kinds of videos floating around, and they seem fairly legitimate. Let me know what you think. Number 9. The White Car. This dash cam catches a strange disappearance on the road that is hard to fully explain. Pay attention to the white car ahead. Look closely and you'll see how the car clearly goes out of sight while still remaining in the center lane. I thought that maybe the vehicle became hidden behind a trail of snow and turned off somewhere, but then I realized the car is tightly flanked by traffic on both sides and never has an opportunity to turn. In other words, it doesn't look like it could have done anything other than continue straight. Number 8. The Recording. A YouTuber named More Bad Ideas is riding his bike late at night. He normally would never go out at this odd hour, but he just got home from vacation and he just can't wait until the morning breaks to ride again. It's a decision that he will soon regret. He's popping wheelies down empty streets and old parking lots when he comes across a random golf ball sticking out from a sewer grate. He's amused and throws it around for a bit. It lands in some grass next to something much weirder. A camcorder laying in a wet plastic bag. The camera still has a memory card and some battery life. So he curiously presses play.
Yo. What the f is this? Dude, are you serious right now? Yo, that a knife with blood?
In case you couldn't see the screen clearly, the video shows a woman tied to a chair whimpering. Suddenly, a car puts its high beams on and floors it towards him. He hops on his bike and narrowly gets away. He sees the person chasing him one more time a short while later, and then he barely escapes again. Number 7. Walmart. There's little to no backstory on this video. A girl is standing outside of Walmart when a van pulls up right in front of her. She's too busy looking at her phone to notice the doors swing open and a group of men charge straight at her. Hardly any shoppers react as the van speeds off with her screaming inside. One thing I don't understand is why the cameraman was filming this location before anything happened. Either this is some kind of social experiment, or he is working with the people who took her. Maybe she was a target, and the video he was taking of her was proof so that they got paid. Number 6. Plane gets eaten. A YouTuber named Justin Martinez is recording some planes near his house when he notices one of the planes has extremely sporadic flight patterns, almost as if it is stalking the other one. Then this happens out of nowhere. The plane is suddenly scooped up and fully disappears. When you zoom in and slow down, you can see it's probably not a plane, but rather a UFO. It flies up and away from the scene at a high rate of speed. I think this video might be CGI because it does look a little grainy. Other people in the comments section, however, have proposed that it's everything from flying insects to the same thing that took down the Malaysian Flight 370 not too long ago. Number 5. The Ghost Bike. This video was recently recorded by an astonished motorist while on a highway in Paris. You can see that the motorcycle clearly has no driver, yet it is somehow able to remain upright and steer all by itself while traveling at highway speeds. News outlets report that the motorcycle's owner may have fallen shortly before this video was taken, but that still doesn't explain how the motorcycle was able to travel by itself for such a long period of time. I guess it's possible that the driver could have been knocked off at just the right angle to keep the bike going straight, and perhaps they had the bike on cruise control, but that seems like a 1 in a million chance. If you can verify the name of the person who fell off this bike, then please let us know. Until then, the driver seems to have either never existed or else mysteriously disappeared. Number 4. The High Beam. A truck is hauling down a German roadway when it's brought to a sudden stop by something that's seemingly not of this world.
This footage from the highway's closed-circuit cameras gives a glimpse of what happened. The truck was momentarily lifted off the highway, then dropped back on the ground.
A bright beam of light fills the sky and lifts the truck's wheels high off the road. I can't tell if this strange flash really happened or if someone took a news clip of a normal roadway and added special effects. It looks like it could be doctored footage of something else, but the truck appears to be driving straight and should not have gotten into any issues at all. If anyone lives in Germany and knows what happened, especially if you know the driver disappeared or not after this happened, then please let us know. Number 3. The Wanderer. This footage was taken in 2014 in Jackson, Wyoming. A man is walking past a local bank when suddenly he fades away. Look closely and you can see 2 tiny white dots 4 feet as he takes a few more steps and then vanishes completely. Everything from time traveling to human holograms has been suggested as possible explanations, but I think that the camera may have simply lagged for a few frames or something like that. Either way, the person's identity has never been revealed, so we'll never know what happened for certain. Number 2, the traveler. A woman was caught disappearing on multiple CCTV cameras at the same time. The incident made the news, and basically nobody is certain what happened. Take a look at these two completely different angles. I can understand a camera malfunction happening once, but the chances of it happening to two separate cameras at the same time is very slim. I don't understand how this could happen, and I'm eager to read your opinions. Do you think that this woman has truly disappeared? Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions. Also, I recently created a subreddit where you can submit videos and stories for future lists. It's r/chillsnarrator, and the link is in the description below. If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because I upload a new video every Thursday. If English isn't the only language you speak and you're interested in getting a shout out, click more, then add translations. By translating the video, not only will more people be able to watch it, but a link to your channel will be added in the description. Number 1, Target. A woman is walking outside of a Target store when a van pulls up and a strange man gets out. Another woman joins him, and together they pick her up and pull her towards the vehicle against her will. A third accomplice helps them shove her inside the van and they drive off. Meanwhile, a concerned crowd gathers around. Someone in the comments section said that this may have happened in Florida and that the people taking her away were her family. I can't find any news articles though, and this explanation, if true, only solves the mystery halfway. If this is the true reason, then where were they going? Why were they in such a hurry? And why didn't she want to go with her own family? Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every Thursday. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy!